It started as a sweet summer idea. My 9-year-old twins, Emma and Jack, had just finished watching a video about kids raising money for charity. Inspired, they decided to run a lemonade stand to raise money for the local children's hospital, the same one that had helped Jack recover from a rare condition when he was a toddler. They were determined. Jack even wrote, "We give so they can live," in marker on a big cardboard sign. Emma practiced her best customer voice, and we spent a Saturday morning squeezing lemons, mixing syrup, and setting up a little wooden table right at the edge of our driveway. It was a classic scene. Yellow balloons, pitchers of fresh lemonade, a cookie plate for good measure, and two kids beaming with pride. They even made a donation jar decorated with stickers and the hospital's logo. Within the first hour, several neighbors stopped by. People loved it, not just because of the lemonade, but because of the cause. One neighbor donated $20 and didn't even take a drink. Then came her, Karen. She stormed out from 2 doors down, wearing a visor, track pants, and the unmistakable expression of someone who thrives on confrontation. She marched up to the stand like it had personally offended her. "Who authorized this?" she snapped, glaring at the twins. I stepped forward from the porch. "Hi, Karen. It's just a little lemonade stand. The kids are raising money for the children's hospital." "I don't care what it's for," she huffed. "This is a commercial operation on HOA property, against regulations." Emma looked up, confused. "It's just lemonade." And that Karen whipped out a clipboard, where she always seems to keep printed copies of the HOA rulebook, and jabbed her finger at a section. "No unlicensed sales, no signage, no food distribution without a permit." I tried to reason with her. They're children. They're not making money for themselves. It's a charity fundraiser. Karen sniffed. "Rules are rules. You'll be receiving a fine and a formal notice. Shut it down. Now." Emma's eyes filled with tears. Jack just looked down, devastated. That was it. I calmly walked inside, grabbed my phone, and dialed the hospital's community outreach coordinator. I had spoken with her earlier that week when we told her about the fundraiser. She had even emailed us a thank you note and promised to stop by if she had time. But instead of her, someone else answered. It was the hospital director. Apparently, word of the twins' fundraiser had already reached him. He said he was planning to swing by later with someone from the local news team who was doing a story on youth-led fundraising efforts. Perfect timing. "Actually," I said, locking eyes with Karen, "you might want to stick around. We're about to have guests." An hour later, a white SUV pulled up. Out came the director of the children's hospital, a camera crew from the local news, and two nurses, one of whom had actually treated Jack during his time in the ICU. They brought balloons and badges that said Junior Heroes. They hugged Emma and Jack. The director gave a small speech about how inspiring it was to see kids giving back. And Karen? She was stuck there, just across the street, arms folded, her mouth slightly open in disbelief. It didn't stop there. The segment aired that evening, footage of the twins at their stand, their big children's hospital sign front and center. The story went viral locally. Donations poured in. By the next weekend, the hospital had raised over $4,000 thanks to online contributions in the kids' name. And the HOA? Well, several board members later told me they reprimanded Karen for overstepping her authority. Apparently, there's nothing in the bylaws against nonprofit charitable efforts led by residents' children, especially when done on their own driveway. Karen never apologized, but she hasn't spoken to us since. No more clipboards, no more yelling. Just quiet walks to her mailbox with her gaze fixed firmly downward. As for the lemonade stand, we set it up again the following Saturday, with official approval from both the HOA and the hospital. This time we added a little sign next to the pitcher, dedicated